How's it going, everybody? We got some broken Crucible, we got some broken events, and we got some hot tips for you to succeed in both of those things here today. As well, we're going to be talking about some cool character pools, who won the last pool, and to do all this, I'm joined with my friend Live Pool, who's going to have a tool update so we can manipulate that and really succeed in these events. How's it going, my guy?
What's up? Glad to be back.
Happy to have you. All right, first things first, we got a hot poll coming in the, I guess, coming week, and it's going to be for the Hellfire Club, which is kind of crazy, right? We've been speculating the Hellfire Club coming forever. Once we got Emma Frost X-Men, I thought it'd be a long time till they come, and then this week, out of nowhere, they drop a poll on us for Selene, Sauron, or Azazel. Who are you picking out of these guys?
Oh man, I gotta go for my dinosaur friend, I think. We haven't got a dinosaur yet in the game, have we?
No, I know. He's the opposite of a furry. There's no fur on him. It's perfect. I gotta say, I kind of have a soft spot for him too. There's a comic book panel people are throwing around right now. It's so funny. It's Spider-Man talking to Sauron. He's like, with this technology, you can cure cancer. And his response is, but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. And it's kind of perfect. Exactly. Besides this poll, though, we did just have a poll finish. That was for the Thunderbolts reworked characters. And just like Ghost and Taskmaster won, I expected them to win. I was really hopeful Yelena could win and get some sort of like gigantic rework that would make her super interesting. I kind of had mixed feelings about this. I asked the developers if they knew what mode these guys were going to be used for, and if they could share that right away, and they just never got back to me. There wasn't enough time anyway. I don't know if this is going to kill our Underworld team.
That's what I was afraid of. I really did not want Taskmaster to win, because Underworld is still so useful in war, and now potentially not so much. So I was voting for Yelena every day.
Yeah,
it wasn't to be.
Me too. Well, here we go. Wishful thinking, though. Maybe this will be a Crucible team, right? And if this is a Crucible team, then Underworld just got a huge buff,
right?
So,
and what's their origins? Could they be a raid team? Are they all the
no,
Ghost's tech and Taskmaster's skill, right?
Exactly, right away. And then I assume we're going to be getting Hyperion, right? Bio probably, or maybe Mystic. I don't know. And then Songbird, definitely Bio in that case, I would think.
Could be a spotlight thing, I guess, like Alpha Flight. But
yeah, that's true. That's true. We could definitely get that. But that's it for the character polls. Some interesting stuff there. We actually wanted to focus today, besides Crucible stuff, on an event coming up, and that is going to be the 3 French Hens. So mine 3 diamonds for Miss Marvel Classic and Crimson Skill Gear. With this glorious opportunity, you'll find the first diamond within the milestone rewards. That's true, I guess. It's true in the words. The second and third diamonds will be sparkling with the leaderboard. Okay, how to score points. Use Ancient One, Emma Frost, and Old Man Logan in Alliance War offense or defense. So they do have that new technology where it can be offense or defense. It worked last time, I believe, for the Out of Time team, so hopefully it's going to work perfectly here as well. And that's going to earn us some Miss Marvel Classic Orb Fragments and Nest Egg Orbs, which we don't really know the what's inside those yet. We're going to be getting those from campaign nodes. All these events are kind of blending together, right? It always feels like it's kind of the same thing. But what are you expecting from these Nest Egg Orbs, given the holiday season? Like, what do you think we could be getting from these guys?
You got to assume it's going to be similar to previous events. Probably some newish character shards. Probably some red gear. They did take Battle World away, so I'm wondering if there's going to be some purple ions in there. Maybe. You never know.
They also alluded that we're going to be getting Battle World currency from other places as well, so we can keep farming Orcus. That's now in there. Endgame Thanos, Hank. So maybe we'll see some of that stuff. In front of us now, we have the rewards for the milestones. And just off the rip, we were talking about this earlier. It's kind of like most events, right? We're kind of capped out free to play after about the milestone right after the last monthly input item. Would you think that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, we'll throw it to the spreadsheet in a sec, but what I'm coming up with is to milestone 15, and it's going to be a struggle to get to 16. We'll cover that in a bit more detail when we throw up the spreadsheet. The last thing that we got to talk about before we do that, though, is this other orb that they mentioned here.
Oh.
There's 2 different orbs that you got to. The other one is the Path to Miss Marvel Classic. Is that right?
Oh, I missed that one.
Earn Path.
Earn Path to Miss Marvel Classic Orb Fragments. Oh, I thought they were saying it's going to be part of the rewards. Okay, yeah, Earn Path to Miss Marvel Classic Orb Fragments. So
The way it's been worded there, it doesn't say earn those orb fragments and these orb fragments from campaign nodes. It says earn these and then earn these from campaign nodes. The way it's phrased suggests to me that nest egg orbs are from the campaign nodes.
yeah,
And my speculation, and this is based on some evidence, is that the path to Miss Marvel Classic orbs will be found from the Winterland campaign that has recently come out. And I'll show my working for that.
yeah, because currently we have an event right now that is the path to Kahori orb fragments, right?
Right. So there is a Winterland Part 1 campaign that gives you path to Kahori orb fragments. So my speculation is it's going to be Part 2 comes out, and that's where we get the path to Miss Marvel Classic orb fragments.
Makes sense to me. I can definitely follow that logic. But so what? Go ahead.
That's the assumption that I've made on this sheet that I've made. Obviously, I'll confirm everything before I publicize it, but that's what we've assumed for my sheet so far.
Yeah. As far as the event goes, I'm trying to keep a close eye on what we're getting in this month of December, because it's the end of the year. It should be a really fun, really like packed month of progression. Now we're going to get a lot of pocket dimensions, which is kind of cool. That's in the blog. We talked about that in a previous video. But for this event, I'm kind of seeing it's just a lot of the same stuff. We're getting, a little bit of T3 ions, which, I mean, a lot of people are going to be needing for this current pocket dimension. But nothing crazy besides the monthly items. Like in the last event, we got a bunch of Oath and Blade shards, which is really cool. This event seems kind of meh, if you ask me. So,
yeah,
with what you're about to show us on the spreadsheet, we're going to extrapolate some sort of speculation for the leaderboard. So why don't you show us what someone would realistically have to do to go from milestone 15, which you're showing here, very easy to complete, right? We're just doing our regular stuff.
Yeah, I have. I put in my numbers, so I've got 4 stars in Ancient One and Emma Frost, but that doesn't even matter. You don't start earning points till you got 5 stars anyway. So even if you've got none on them, makes no difference. And I think 7-star Old Man Logan is fairly reasonable for most Iron players at this point. Do you think?
Yeah, well, his event's also coming back, so I think it might overlap with this event, so people will be able to get him to 7-star if they haven't already.
Perfect. There we go. If we do our standard 4 daily refreshes on both energies that we talked about, so the campaign energy and then the Winterland one that we mentioned, and we max out the web milestone, that is going to take us just over the mark for milestone 15, which is fairly standard for these events. They usually let you go 1 over the monthly item. Now, bear in mind, there is some further speculation on this as to the drop rate on the campaign nodes.
Yeah.
I have guessed that it is going to be a rate of 3-to-1, which is usually either 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. And since 3-to-1 gets you to the milestone 15, which is fairly standard, that's what I've guessed for now.
Yeah, it kind of stands to reason. It's what they've been doing for a lot of the previous events as well.
Right.
So why don't you walk us through to go from 86,000 to 120,000? How many more cores are we looking at?
Well, let's start with the first thing, which might be the key point of this video that might give the Dorky Dad subscribers a leg up over everyone else. This event doesn't start for 3 days. Now, there's no event going on currently where you need to spend campaign energy. It's the showcase energy that's on the event right now. Yep. There's also no event right now or really any reason to be spending any Winterland campaign energy either. Mm-hmm. So you can start saving for that right now. You'll get an extra 3 days worth of energy on those.
If the speculation that there's going to be the Miss Marvel Classic Chapter 2 of the Winter Wonderland is real, right. which I do think there's some solid evidence that could definitely be the case. And if not, you missed a little bit of the free overtime recharge energy. But hey, to the gambler go the spoils.
the Winterland energy is so completely worthless anyway on its own. It just gets you like some gold orb fragments or something anyway, so you haven't lost out on much.
I think that's the Kahori orb fragments you can get from that one. But
that's right. Oh, sorry, you're right. I'm confusing it with the showcase. You're right.
Yeah, but you could also just end up with a bunch of Wasp and Ironheart shards. So why not save for the event just in case?
Right. There you go. And so let's see what happens. So if we turn this into a 10-day event, because you've started saving up now, you get an extra 3 days out of it. That then puts your total up to 105. So whilst it doesn't get you the next milestone, the key point here is that this is a leaderboard event. Yeah. Now what happens on any leaderboard event is there will be a huge clump of players all getting very similar points, which is basically whatever the maximum is for a standard free-to-play player.
Yeah.
There'll be a huge clump of players getting pretty much that many points, and anything that you can do to even just get a small amount over that clump of players can make a huge difference in the leaderboard. And for all we know, that could be the difference between getting some level 5 ions or some gear 19 gear there.
Yeah,
so.
and also because Battle World's gone, we don't have a consistent source of these, purple credits and purple ions. So this would be an additional 110 ions, an additional, was that like 6 orbs? There's 5.5 orbs here of just the crystals themselves. That could help propel you into the dimensions. So something to think about here. If you want to push just a little bit, if you do want to push for that milestone 16, I don't think it's super worth it as far as the awards themselves go. 200k ions and some red gear, but it probably puts you in a good position to be at least top 5,000 in this event, because there's going to be a big drop off here. Not a lot of people are going to push hard on this event because the juice isn't worth the squeeze on the milestones. Not a lot of people want to be coring their regular campaign energy just because, unless those nest eggs are really, really good. And then maybe they're not going to want to core for Miss Marvel, the nodes, if that is the thing that happens, because maybe they want to core for the Kahori node, the Kahori fragments instead. So there's a lot of reasons why people might skip out on this event, so it might be easier to sneak in higher on the leaderboards if you're so inclined. You think that's fair to say?
That's right, yeah. I think that's right, yeah. I think I'm not super enthused by the rewards, but I think the cost is low. For just the cost of saving your energy for 3 days, you might push yourself over that huge clump of players and get a much higher leaderboard rank. Yeah. That seems worth it to me.
Yeah, I agree. Also, do you think it's fair to say that putting the 1 diamond Miss Marvel Classic on milestone 17, or sorry, milestone 18, should like exclude them from being able to say it's part of the event?
Yeah.
It's 100,000 difference, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. All right. So besides the event, which I don't think it's a failure of an event, I think it's just kind of whatever event, because we're going to have more fun stuff happening this week instead, including the new Crucible season starting, or maybe not. Some people are speculating this message might mean it's down for a week. I don't think that's what it means, guys. Cosmic Crucible will be down for a short period of time while we correct an issue with the leaderboard. Room 4 has been changed from Bio and Tech to Skill and Tech. So what does that mean? If you check out this Envoy video, we had a stage 4 being Bio and Tech characters on basic gain speed up with speed up and enter and bear yourself. This would have been really, really powerful for a team like Annihilator Skrull, for instance. Skrull doing his basic game speed up, same with Gore, same with Gladiator. And they've now switched it. Instead of being Biotech, it's going to be Tech and Skill, as we can see right here. This accidentally went live in-game today, and they ended up taking it down because of that. But there was also something else that went live in-game today. Remember, if you go back to this video here, I was talking about Future Team. There's a Future Team coming, guys, and it's going to gain assist, on assist, gain safeguard. Well, this was also thrown live in-game today in Mortal X-Men. Brand new information. Nobody knew this, right, Live Pool? You had no idea about this?
I actually didn't know. I don't know if you're making a joke or not, but I don't keep up on these things. I didn't know that.
So maybe this is a typo. I don't know if they did take it down. I'm sure this is going to be gone, or maybe, just maybe, you guys will have something cool to sink your teeth into tomorrow morning. All right, that's going to be it for me and Livepool on this video. Mr. Livepool, do you have anything you want to say to the folks?
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye for now. You can say bye, quick.
Bye.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.